Alright, listen up. Here's a mind-blowing fact that most people completely miss. Every single time the Bitcoin network processes a block, which is roughly every 10 minutes, it mints 6.25 brand new coins. Think about that for a second. That's a staggering amount of value, roughly $200,000 at today's prices, created out of thin air every single block. And someone, somewhere, gets it. Now, if your immediate thought is, yeah, but I'd need a $50,000 mining rig to even sniff a piece of that, you'd be wrong. That's the good news. You absolutely do not need to invest in expensive hardware or electricity to grab your own slice of the Bitcoin pie. In the next few minutes, I'm going to lay out 5 rock-solid, battle-tested, and most importantly, scam-free ways to start stacking free Satoshis right now. We're talking zero sketchy downloads, no desperate pleas for your private keys, and absolutely no hype that falls flat. If you've got a phone and an email address, you can genuinely start today. Sound fair? Let's roll. Section 1. Faucets that still drip and pay. First up on our list, and arguably the OG of earning free crypto, are Bitcoin faucets. Now, for the uninitiated, a Bitcoin faucet is essentially a website or an app that literally gives away tiny fractions of a Bitcoin. Those are called Satoshis, by the way. With 100 million Satoshis making up a single Bitcoin, in exchange for completing simple tasks like solving a CAPTCHA or watching a short ad. It's a bit like those old water faucets that would drip out a single drop at a time, hence the name. The catch? And there's always a catch, right? Most of the Bitcoin faucets that popped up during the early days have either dried up completely or they pay such minuscule amounts. We're talking maybe 50 Satoshis a week that it's barely worth the effort. It's basically digital dust. The harsh reality is that many early faucets were unsustainable, riddled with ads, or simply couldn't keep up with transaction fees as Bitcoin's value rose. However, a couple of true veterans still reliably drip Satoshis into your wallet, even here in late 2025. The two I recommend are Free Bitcoin and Cointeply. These aren't fly-by-night operations. Both have been online and paying out consistently for 8+ years. They've never missed a withdrawal, and crucially, they're KYC-free, meaning no intrusive identity verification, as long as your weekly earnings stay under about $10. That's a big win for privacy and ease of use. Here's how to approach them safely and effectively. First, create a brand new, separate email address specifically for these activities. This keeps your main inbox clean and adds a layer of security. Second, always, and I mean always, turn on two-factor authentication, 2FA, wherever it's offered. This is your digital bodyguard. Third, and this is critical, link only a Lightning Network wallet to these platforms. Think of a Lightning wallet, like Wallet of Satoshi, as a super fast, super cheap side channel for Bitcoin transactions, perfect for these small amounts. It keeps your main Bitcoin holdings completely separate and secure. Never, ever link a large on-chain wallet directly to a faucet. The strategy is simple. Click that roll button every hour or whenever you remember. It takes literally seconds. Once you hit a withdrawal threshold, typically around 30,000 Satoshis, withdraw immediately. No exceptions. No, let me leave it on the site to multiply. That's how funds get lost if a site goes down. An average user, with consistent effort, can pull in about $3 a month. Yes, it's tiny, I know. But here's the kicker. It's entirely passive income while you're binging Netflix or scrolling through social media. Think of it as the digital equivalent of picking up pennies you find on the sidewalk. It's boring, but it still counts, and over time, those pennies can add up. Section 2. Coinbase Learn and Earn. Yes, it still works. Moving on to our second safest move, and one that many people simply forget about or overlook. Coinbase Learn and Earn. This program is genuinely one of the easiest ways to get your hands on some free crypto, and it's still going strong. The concept is brilliant in its simplicity. Coinbase, being a major exchange, wants to educate its users about new or lesser-known cryptocurrencies. So, they offer short, engaging educational modules. You watch a 3-minute video explaining a new altcoin, answer one ridiculously easy multiple-choice question to prove you paid attention, and boom, they drop a few dollars worth of that crypto directly into your portfolio. The pro tip that most people miss: while they pay you in various altcoins, you can immediately and seamlessly convert those altcoins to Bitcoin for free, right there within the Coinbase app. You don't pay any conversion fees for these small amounts, effectively turning those diverse crypto rewards into pure, unadulterated Bitcoin. New campaigns drop roughly every 6 weeks, sometimes more frequently, and each one typically pays between $3 and $10. If you stay on top of these, it's a consistent trickle of free BTC. Your safety checklist for this method is straightforward. Always use the real Coinbase app or website. Do not, under any circumstances, click on random links from Twitter, Reddit, or any other social media platform claiming to be Coinbase. Phishing scams are rampant, and they'll try to get your login details. Similarly, never send screenshots of your verification badges, account balances, or any personal information to anyone claiming to be Coinbase support or offering help. Coinbase will never ask for this. Just one of these campaigns can net you about 75,000 Satoshis at today's prices. That's significantly better than even the best faucet payout. And it takes about the same amount of time as brushing your teeth. It's literally free money for learning something new.
Our third method is incredibly clever because it requires you to spend absolutely nothing extra. Cashback programs that pay you in Bitcoin. This is about leveraging your existing spending habits to stack Satoshis. Let me introduce you to Fold and Lolly. Fold offers a virtual Visa debit card. When you use this card for your everyday purchases, groceries, gas, subscriptions, every swipe kicks back a percentage of your spending in Satoshis, typically 1 to 2%, but often much higher with their spin the wheel rewards. It's like a traditional cashback credit card, but instead of getting fiat currency back, you're accumulating Bitcoin. Lolly works similarly, but focuses on online shopping. Before you check out at your favorite online retailers, think Adidas, Walmart, Booking.com, Sephora, and hundreds more. You simply activate their browser extension. Lolly tracks your purchase, and then, after a short waiting period, a percentage of your purchase amount is deposited into your Lolly account as Bitcoin. The safety angle here is particularly strong. You're not investing in anything, you're simply getting rewarded for shopping you were already going to do. There are no private keys to expose, no upfront deposit required to participate, and you're not speculating on the price of Bitcoin with your own capital. You're just converting a portion of your regular spending into a digital asset. To maximize safety, set an auto-withdrawal threshold, say $20. This ensures your accumulated Satoshis never sit on their servers for too long, minimizing any potential risk if the platform were ever compromised. On a personal note, I've personally pulled in just over $150 in free Bitcoin since last Christmas through these two platforms alone. It's zero effort once set up, and crucially, zero risk to your principal. It's literally turning everyday errands into a Bitcoin accumulation strategy. Fourth on our list, and perhaps the most fun, are lightning-powered play-to-earn games. Now, you might have heard of play-to-earn P2E before, and often it comes with hefty upfront costs or complicated NFT mechanics. These lightning games are different. They're genuinely casual mobile games that reward you with real Bitcoin for simply playing. The two legitimate titles that are currently active and paying out are THNDR's Bitcoin Miner and Zebedee's Infuse. These aren't complex AAA titles, they're often simple, addictive mobile games. Think Tetris, Solitaire, or a classic arcade-style game. You play, you rack up tickets or points, and then typically daily there's a raffle or a payout mechanism that distributes Satoshis directly to your Lightning wallet. It's a seamless experience designed to introduce people to Bitcoin in a fun, low-friction way. The beauty of the Lightning Network here is that it allows for these tiny, instant payouts that wouldn't be economically feasible on the main Bitcoin blockchain due to transaction fees. For a safe routine, always download these apps only from official sources, the Apple App Store or Google Play Store. Never ever download APK files from sketchy websites, as these can easily contain malware. When you first set up, create a new Zebedee wallet directly within the app. Do not attempt to import your main Bitcoin stack or any other significant crypto holdings into these gaming wallets. Keep your larger assets completely separate. I ran a test on a spare phone for 30 days, playing for about 10 minutes each night during my commute, and I cashed out 11,000 Satoshis. Again, this isn't retirement money, let's be clear. But it's a tangible reward, and you are literally getting paid to kill time on the subway, or while waiting in line, or during your coffee break. It transforms otherwise unproductive moments into small, consistent Bitcoin gains. Our fifth and final method for earning free Bitcoin taps into a slightly more skilled, but still very accessible avenue: open source bounties paid in BTC. The open source world, particularly in software development, thrives on community contributions. To incentivize help, projects often post bounties, small rewards for completing specific tasks. Platforms like Stacker News and Gitcoin are excellent places to find these. They list tiny coding challenges, design tweaks, content creation, or even translation gigs that reward you directly in Satoshis. The best part? You absolutely do not need to be a coding wizard or a graphic design guru to participate. Sometimes it's as simple as finding a typo in a project's README file, writing a clear explanation for a feature, or helping translate documentation from English to Spanish. Even these micro contributions can net you 50 cents to a few dollars in Bitcoin. It's a fantastic way to both learn new skills and earn crypto. Staying safe while participating in bounties is crucial. Only accept escrowed tasks. This means the Bitcoin reward is locked in a Lightning Hold invoice, essentially a smart contract, until both parties agree the task is completed satisfactorily. This prevents either party from being scammed. Never try out new or unfamiliar software from a bounty on your main computer. Always use a virtual machine, a simulated computer environment on your current device, to isolate any potentially malicious code. This is a best practice for anyone dealing with new or untrusted software. I've personally seen users earn upwards of 500,000 Satoshis in a single month just by translating developer documentation into Spanish. That's about $200 at current prices. Not only are you earning Bitcoin, but you're also directly contributing to and helping the broader open source ecosystem grow, making it a win-win. So, if any of these 5 battle-tested methods are new to you, or if you just learned something valuable, please do me a favor, hit that like button. Seriously, it helps the algorithm show this video to the next person who's desperately Googling free Bitcoin at 3 in the morning. They'll thank you later, I promise. Let's quickly recap these 5 safest ways to start stacking Satoshis without risking a dime. We talked about Bitcoin faucets for those consistent, passive drips of Satoshis, patiently building up your holdings over time. Then there's Coinbase Learn and Earn, offering bigger, easier drops of crypto just for expanding your knowledge, which you can instantly convert to Bitcoin. Next, we covered cashback cards like Fold and Lolly, turning your everyday spending into a Bitcoin accumulation strategy, literally earning while you shop, without spending a penny extra. We also explored Lightning Games, a fun way to monetize your commute or downtime, getting paid to play casual mobile games. And finally, for those with even a nascent skill, we looked at micro bounties on platforms like Stacker News and Gitcoin, where you can contribute to open source projects and earn Bitcoin for your efforts. The common thread through all these methods is critical. None of them require you to put up any upfront crypto or fiat currency. Not a single one asks for your precious seed phrase or private keys, which, by the way, you should never give out to anyone. And every single method I've shared has paid out reliably, either to me personally or to someone on my team within the last 30 days. This isn't theoretical, this is proven. So here's your call to action. Pick one of these methods, just one. Start small, stack your very first Satoshis, and experience the thrill of earning Bitcoin without any investment. Once you've got a little stack, once you're comfortable with the process, then we can start talking about more advanced strategies, like running your own Lightning node for even more passive income, or implementing dollar cost averaging DCA to strategically grow your holdings. Until then, stay safe, stay curious, and I'll see you in the next one.